Well, hello everyone. How you guys doing? No, I'm a few minutes late. Happy Monday. No, it is not Monday. It is Wednesday. I can't be trying to take ourselves back to Monday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. Wellness Wednesday. Day before Thursday. Whatever you want to call it. But it is Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee. And hi, I'm Renee Cage Watson. I am the CEO of Empowered by Courage Coaching, and I'm a lifestyle architect. And what is that? Well, I help ambitious women find their purpose, live in their passion, construct the power within themselves to stand in their success while, that's my dog, Ginger, hush it, while designing the balance that they deserve. Ginger, no. She wants a bone. No, boo boo, no. Go sit yourself down. Sit it down, Ginger. Be quiet. You want to come up here and say hi to the people? Come up here. Want to say hi to the people? Oh, she ain't gonna cooperate. That's how kids do. Well, happy Wednesday. I'm just kind of freestyling today. I am so excited. As you see behind me, which side is it? My daughter, she graduates tomorrow from high school. My mini me, Miss Amara Ford from Holy Names, class of 21. And I'm excited. And she has chosen Morgan State to attend. She had a few choices, but she wanted Morgan State, and my baby's going to the other side of the U.S., which is a little nerve-wracking, but I'll get to her if I need to. But tonight, I just kind of want to just jump in and just say, hey, and this is Ask Renee Anything. Hi, Ginger. This is my Irish Terrier. Ask Renee anything. So if you have a question as it relates to, I don't care, anything you want to ask me. Anything about me, anything about business, anything about the clients I work with, anything about their results, anything about my past. I'm an open book tonight. Just come here, Ginger. Just drop a comment in the chat. It's called a chat. Or, yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be able to see it, because I'm still, this platform called StreamYard lets me stream on multiple destinations. Love technology. But one of the things that that came up for me just in freestyling is, you guys, maybe you know or maybe not know, I'm a LCSW. So I have a private practice in addition to being a lifestyle architect. So my private practice is in San Leandro. And my clientele and my specialty is working with women that are dealing with anxiety, depression, dealing with maybe some PTSD, um, sometimes grief and loss, but a lot of times it's around, high functioning anxiety. And what typically happens and how clients find me is that my background is in childhood development and adverse childhood experiences and childhood trauma, basically. And what I typically find is that a lot of my clients, from dealing with childhood trauma, they are dealing with, or the behaviors that it comes out in their lives is, and I got a list, that they are into fixing people. I'd be one of those. Or a people pleaser, right? The trauma causes something to shift where there is a subconscious belief that something's wrong. Okay. And so then you start to do these maladaptive ways of responding and coping. Um, Codependency. So they manifest as we become teenagers, young adults, well until our, adulthood. But some of those things are, I'll just listen down, like fixing others, like I said, people pleasing, codependency, external validation needed. That would say that was really big for me. Um, when I was a child, when I did well in school, I was seen, I was acknowledged. And so um, that was something that I thrived off of obtaining validation and praises for my schoolwork, because I didn't have any other self-worth from my own childhood trauma. Also, childhood trauma it can have you like living on like high alert, like really on edge all the time, like a hypervigilance. Another one, fear of abandonment. Ooh, that was another one for me. Fear of abandonment. Yes, yes. Drop a line. Who's this that put it? I can't ever tell on this platform who's watching. Thumbs up. But fear of abandonment, just like also, hey Tracy. Also, you could self-sabotage, right? The fear of abandonment, you're like, I'm a lose you and drop you or do something to this is too good to be true or something's wrong or something's going to happen. So I'm just going to, start acting out to, to expedite that. That's another one. Deprioritizing self, right? When there is childhood trauma or you're dealing with things that you haven't healed from, you start to think that you are not important. Your needs don't matter, that everyone else's needs to be put first. So you don't prioritize yourself, your self-care, right? Just your needs. You don't speak up. Or here's another one for me, a need to you need to prove yourself, right? That was me. I had a chip on my shoulder. So as I got older, I needed to prove myself. I had to constantly prove myself. Sometimes that's that imposter syndrome is coming up. Like, oh, I need to prove myself. They're going to find out something's wrong with me. I'm not as smart. I'm not as whatever, right? I'm not enough. There's this lack coming from a place of lack. Another is tolerating abusive behavior, just, lack of boundaries, attracting narcissism, just tolerating the, toxicity in relationships, right? And a big one, again, difficulty setting boundaries, not knowing how to say no, not knowing how to take a stand for yourself. So all of these things can manifest from unhealed, unchecked, unresolved childhood trauma. And like I said, it manifests in people in different ways. And yes, you can be all of these things. You can be a boss. You can have like good credit, your degrees, high earner, and still have these other issues going on, running the place. So, although coaching is not therapy, coaching, I look at coaching as forward moving, right? So therapy, we're like dealing with the past, right? Dealing with how did you get here? Dealing with your story, right? But what coaching is, and what I love about coaching is, it's forward moving. Yes, you have to understand and resolve some of those things back there, but you can't undo that shit, right? You can't undo it. You can't undo it. You can only make a determination of how you want to move forward, right? Acknowledge the pain, the hurt, whatever the resentment. If you need to forgive somebody, and forgiveness does not mean that you are condoning behavior, accepting behavior. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness for others. Forgiveness for even things that you may have done. You have to release guilt, shame, all of that. Lots of times, our childhood trauma will have us internalizing guilt, internalizing some type of shame. And that will not get you going in the direction that you want to go. You got to let that stuff go. You have to let go of the past so you can create the future that you want, and so that you can appreciate the present and being in the moment or where you are. So it's not to ignore what happened in the past, but it is something to say, I can't undo it, right? What is the past trying to teach me? What can I learn from it? How can I apply this? Um, just like what is the teaching moment here, right? So it's really about you creating your own story, because we make up all type of narratives and thoughts about what has happened in the past, and we may try to shift it around to make it feel the way we want it to feel, but really you can't undo it. And you can validate yourself, and also others may not see or acknowledge the history the way you experience it. So that's something else. Sometimes we get so caught up, we want that other person, or somebody who have harmed us, to acknowledge it, to apologize. And sometimes that shit just doesn't happen, right? Apologies doesn't happen, acknowledgement doesn't happen. But it doesn't mean that you can't take the thought, the feelings, to resolve it, to heal, and to move on. Like, if you sometimes you got to do like a ceremonial type of thing. I don't, write it on a piece of paper, burn it, you know. But if you are constantly living in the past, or letting that subconscious belief operate in your present, and you're not really dealing with it, then you're going to kind of be doing this circular type of emotions. It's just going to keep on. So you got to deal with it. You got to acknowledge it. Shh, Ginger. No. So, okay. So no one asked me any questions, but I hope that this information was helpful. If there's something from the past, deal with it. Go get your therapist. Go get your coach. Okay? Because unless you deal with it, it's going to keep coming up in a different way. It's going to keep coming up and resurfacing. And even when you deal with it, it may still come up in different ways, but you just have to keep acknowledging it, and leaning into it, not running from it. Lean into it, because we all got a past, and we all have something that has happened, you know, good, bad, or indifferent. But it's not what has happened to you; it's how you respond to it and how you move on. Right? It's not about what happened. It's about how you respond. It's about how you respond. And you have the choice. You have the choice in that. You have a choice in how you respond. So know that you have the power. Know that you have it in you. And sometimes if it feels a little scary, get you some help. Get into therapy. Therapy for Black girls is a great resource if you're looking for a therapist. And if you want to work with a coach, I'm a good resource too. There's lots of other types of coaches out there as well. Find you someone that's a good fit. Okay? Because everybody, I'm not for everybody, and everybody not for me, right? So you find who is a good match for you. But the work has to start with you. And even when you work with a coach or a trainer or anything, it's just like with anything. You work with that coach maybe once a week, twice a week, or whatever. The work is you all those other hours. You meet with the coach, an hour, whatever, 40, 30 minutes. The other part, the other 23 hours in a day, that's on you. Okay? So, Ginger, I wish you'd go somewhere. Ginger, come here. You want to say hi? Come here. I want y'all. Oh, she don't want to correct. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Nope. Whatever. They'll never cooperate when you want them to. All right, you guys. It has been a pleasure. I'm about to get off the line. I have a client to jump on a call with. But I will see you next week. And again, I'm just pleased sharing my excitement that I have a daughter graduating from high school. Say it ain't so. So, where's she go? There she go. Hi, Miss Samara. All righty. All right, you guys, have a great Wednesday, and know that you own your story, own your power. Write your story. You have your power. All right. See you next week. Bye.